Hey there guys, what's up? It's your buddy mikeyperion here, and I hope you have a great day because for today we are now at episode 10 of our Let's Play Minecraft 1.14.4 Hardcore series, and now, well, we're still trying to finish this second bridge here. Well, to be honest, this may look a bit simple to build, but it's actually hard to build, should I say. Well, I'm totally struggling here, and because as much as possible we're trying to copy the design on what we have done on the straight bridge on the other side, which is the first bridge that we have built. And if you haven't watched that episode on how we actually build the other bridge, please see on how we did it 2 episodes ago, because during the last episode we have done some adventuring and a break from our building episodes. Well, that's also where I said that I have totally underestimated this build, but oh come on, it's just a bridge, right? But no, it's a Venetian bridge which actually, well, somehow it has a very complicated build when you try to do it in Minecraft. Well, I think in the real world it looks kind of simple, but for here should I say it's kind of hard though. But anyways, of course, well, so far I guess it's worth it. I mean, in terms of like on how difficult is this bridge we're trying to make here. Well, of course, well, we're trying to copy one design from the other side and make it curved, but with a similar design, and make all sides and all accents symmetrical, or somehow, you know, with a similar design. Of course, we have to make all of the blocks precisely in place to make it look, you know, somehow identical, right? But anyways, of course, yes, this is a struggle for me, and I'm totally having a hard time, you know, determining on how we are actually making this shape, especially that this is a curved one. But anyways, of course, well, for this episode, well, honestly, I don't know what to do for this episode, and I know, well, we already took a break from our building episodes, but the things on our plate, or the current things that we needed to do for this game, is not actually more of like, you know, I mean, it's not actually content materials for a YouTube episode. Well, because, well, 2 major things that we needed to do is first to clear out the ocean monument, and secondly is to terraform the Taiga Island biome, where we are going to build our city. And probably, well, most of those stuff, probably I'm gonna do them off cam, because, well, it's not actually, you know, I mean, very much interesting. It's very boring to do, but, well, yet we still have to do it, right? For the sake that in the future we're gonna make much interesting builds to work on, and especially that in our city, well, we still have to flatten some areas, and of course to terraform it, like I said, to prepare it for our builds in the future. But for now, well, also, I feel kind of lazy to work on the ocean monument. So probably, of course, well, like I said, I mean, we already have done a lot of episodes on, I mean, in relation to ocean monuments. But most of the time, I'm just trying to skip out on, clearing out the ocean monuments, because it's totally tedious, it's totally, you know, repetitive and boring. So probably it's also not good for us to make an entire episode clearing out an ocean monument, right? Except for if we're gonna do some time lapse. But of course, there is no third person, or there's no camera account in this world, because it's a single player, and I don't want to, because, well, somehow it's gonna be cheaty, right? But anyways, of course, well, I think that for this episode, well, like I said, I'm kind of feel lazy to work on the ocean monument. So probably for this episode, we're gonna start doing some terraforming in the Taiga Island. But I know, like I said, it's also somehow repetitive, right? But come what may, I think we can have, you know, something more interesting for this episode. And hopefully, well, I don't have any idea. But anyways, of course, well, let me finish first this bridge, and I'll be back. And well, finally, we're done here after a couple more hours since I, well, recorded the intro for this episode. Well, we're done. And of course, I also have extended this part right over here, which is, well, I mean, the bottom part is not yet done though. But of course, this is not part of the bridge. We're gonna extend the land area on this section, so probably this is gonna be, well, on the future episodes, right? But anyways, of course, well, like I said, finally we're done. I don't know what to say though. I mean, to be honest, yeah, I feel stressed out again after finishing this. Well, at least it's kind of relief though. I mean, at least we have done this part right over here. No matter what struggle we have experienced building this, right? But so far, well, I guess I should say it's worth it. well, so now, well, it's time to move on. So like I said, we are going to start terraforming on this section right over here. I'm not sure on what extent we are going to work on here for this episode because, well, we still got a whole village that we have to demolish on this part. Oh, poor village though. But anyways, of course, that's for this episode. And well, I'm still thinking on how we are going to make this episode interesting though. But of course, probably let's start first with the plan on what we're gonna do here. Sorry. I didn't meant to put the pickaxe there, but of course, well, we still need to place back this map right over here so at least we can see the entire picture. So basically, of course, like I said, on the top part right over here, this is where we are going to build our city. So I'm thinking that, of course, we need to flatten this area so at least we can place some more buildings. And probably on this part, we're going to place some harbor. And on this side, probably another harbor because we have a lot of sea or beaches or some sort of like the part. And on this area, probably we're going to have the main plaza for our city. And probably this one is going to be a boardwalk and a road going to this second part right over here. Probably we're gonna build another bridge, but I promise you guys, well, it's not gonna be that complicated anymore. Well, hopefully, right? But anyways, of course, well, probably we're gonna start working on this section right over here. We're gonna try to flatten this out and probably that mountain right over there. I'm not sure if we're gonna finish that for this episode. But anyways, of course, well, let's start terraforming for this episode and well, let's do it. Well, just to share you guys on how we actually do terraforming or flattening the terrain. So basically, first we try to remove all of those blocks which are shovelable. Ghost blocks though. I mean, since Minecraft 1.14.4 has been released, well, we're experiencing a lot of ghost blocks when mining sand and as well as removing these dirt blocks. But anyways, well, what I'm trying to say is that first we are trying to remove first those blocks which can be removed by shovel, and then after that, and hello chicken, after that we're gonna remove those stones which we have to use pickaxe. So basically that's how I do it on flattening, you know, this surface right over here. Of course, first we're trying to remove the dirt and then the stone. So basically, well, that's how we do it. Well, this part of this area actually has a lot of cave that I think we need to clear though, because since we have our hostile mob farm nearby, I guess it's the best for us to lighten up all of these caves so at least we can also maximize the efficiency of our hostile mob farm, especially if we're gonna stay a lot longer in this location. So probably, well, I guess it's the best for us to do another adventuring for this episode. So probably, well, we can start caving. And especially, I also found a ravine somewhere here. I think it's right over here. That we could also need to clear out. So probably, well, that will make our episode a little more interesting. But for now, I guess I also need to grab some more torches so at least we can start lighting out all of the caves. So, but anyway, so well, after this, let's start some time-lapse montage on adventuring. And well, let's do it. And well, this ravine is actually a dead end, so well, it doesn't lead to any other caves. So probably, I guess we're done here and this place is looking pretty awesome, right? So now, well, I guess we also need to torch this up because, well, we're gonna cover this. Somehow this place is looking awesome. I mean, well, it's very natural place. Well, yeah. this looks pretty awesome. But anyways, of course, like I said, we are going to cover this because, well, this is not actually part of our city. And probably, well, we just need to torch this up just to make sure that once we already have covered this, nothing will spawn here. Like I said, we're trying to isolate our hostile mob farm in terms of like hostile mob spawning. So now let's go back to the surface and let's try to cover this up, and I'll be back. And now we have this ravine covered up, so well, it's now already out of sight, and well, at least it's much safer. So I guess we also need to remove this section right over here because this is gonna be part of our boardwalk. So I wanted to have this place somehow straight, but I'm not sure if we're gonna work on this. But of course, well, the main thing that we're trying to do for this episode is actually terraforming. But well, I know it's not that much of an interesting to do, but well, from time to time, I'm just gonna give you an update. Well, headbanging while mending our tools, waiting for those zombies to be butchered. Well, I'm just trying to entertain myself, but I guess, well, somehow I need to find something interesting to do again for this episode, but yeah, I guess headbanging will do. And well, I actually found more caves that we need to clear because I guess this is still quite near to our hostile mob farms, and I can also hear some zombies around. That's why I actually, well, went looking for this cave because I know that we have to clear this because I kept on hearing zombies while we're trying to terraform or flatten our area. And probably I guess it's also the best for this moment for us to lighten up these caves, and probably I'm gonna need some more torches for these cave clearing operations. And yes, so definitely, well, we need to do this, right? At least it is something more interesting for us to, well, rather than flattening the terra. I mean, oh my god, there's a lot of these kitty zombies though. But anyways, of course, well, let's try to clear out these caves. And well, I'm not sure on, well, I'm pretty scared though. But well, we still have to do this, right? But anyways, I'll be back. Well, this is kind of interesting though. Well, I tried to follow the cave, and well, it actually led me to the village on the backside of this mountain, which is, well, probably we're gonna demolish this part of this cave right over here. Well, since there's also a lot of holes. But anyways, of course, that's for us to do later on if we're gonna, well, flatten out this mountain. But anyways, of course, well, let's continue clearing out this cave. And well, I guess that's the last of it. So I already have reached all of the dead ends of these caves, and now I guess we can already resume flattening our, well, land. So basically, so far, this is how much we already have removed the dirt. So, well, it's not yet that much. I guess, well, we just kept on caving out for this episode. But probably, I guess that's the last of it. So now at least we can resume working on our, well, terraforming duties right over here. But anyway, so, well, let's resume flattening this area. And, well, I actually found another cave that we need to clear. Oh, hello there. Oh, geez. This seems like caving adventures for this episode. So, well, I guess this is more interesting rather than showing you guys flattening our, well, terrain. So, basically, I guess this is a much bigger cave. So, I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure. But I guess we also need to somehow... this is kind of interesting. I don't actually understand it. But anyways, of course, I guess this is already part of the sea. Well, if you can see, guys, there's also waters. Water caves on that area right over there. I guess that's a ravine, but I'm not sure though. So probably, well, the next thing that we have to do is still to clear this area. But anyways, of course, well, let's do it again.
No need to worry about your pre-recorded music tapes being accidentally erased. It can't happen. Well,
well, I guess we have done so much adventuring. So well, I did try to finish this up. So now, well, we're just gonna try to cover this up with some dirt. So at least later on, these will be converted into grass blocks, and so at least it will look much neater. It's not a term though. But anyways, of course, well, I guess this is gonna be the last thing that we have to do for this episode, to cover this up with some grass blocks, and as well as of course we also need to torch this place up so at least it will be spawn proof, right? So anyways, I guess that's the last thing that we need to do, and well, let's do it. And well, I guess we're almost done for this episode. So like I said, we'll still got so much things in our plate, so probably, well, I'm just gonna do them off cam. Well, 1 2 3 4 5 6, so we're just trying to torch this place up. So like I said, well, probably I'm just gonna clear out the ocean monument off cam, and as well as terraforming this land, because like I said, it's not actually that much of an interesting to show you guys. So probably on the next week, we're gonna do 2 aircraft episodes, since we have more exciting projects there. So probably, of course, this mountain right over here, we'll just gonna do this off cam, and as well as destroying or demolishing the village on the other side. So probably, of course, as well as, of course, well, the ocean monument. I'm not sure if I'm going to make an episode before we actually clear out the waters in the ocean monument, but probably this part right over here I'm just gonna do this off cam, and as well as that part right over there. So probably up to that area. That's the part we're gonna try to flatten it out, and of course, well, like I said, we're gonna do that off cam. And well, of course, probably next week we're gonna have 2 aircraft episode, and as well as, of course, well, we're just gonna take a little break from this game. And well, I guess that's it for this episode. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment, please leave a like, and make sure to subscribe. This has been Mikey Perion, and I'll see you guys next time.